Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today, you have the Rhino looking at a beer from Alexander Keith's. Yeah, Alexander Keith's. This is their new one-hop ale. It is 5.5% alcohol by volume. This time, it's Alexander Keith's celeia hop. Celeia hop. Beautiful baby blue color on this can. Beautiful. Here's the only thing I know about that hop. It's from Slovenia. Only thing I know about it. You take the series in its entirety and you go, okay, they came out with 2 at the beginning. Like, it was cool to have them do this, and it's great to see a macro company doing something like this, because the macro companies have the best ability to do this and keep it the exact same all the time. Anyway, they come out with the first 2, and it's Cascade and Hallerteuer, and you're like, okay, whatever. Hallerteuer doesn't really have any taste at all. It's just a noble hop. Fairly well known in Pilsners and such, and nobody cares. But it's nice that they did it. Cascade hop, old hop, but it been in all these sorts of IPAs and everything else. Will it be showing off that grapefruit flavor and all that? No. Dumbed down. But you know what? They both tasted the way they should. They just well, the Hallerteuer tasted exactly like it should for the most part. The Cascade was just dumbed down, but is that a big problem? No. Then they came out with, what was it next? Was it Sapphire or Galaxy? Well, they came out with Galaxy and Sapphire next, right? So those were interesting too. Sapphire, another older hop that's kind of coming back into use for a lot of the macro companies. Some of the smaller companies are using it, but it is becoming slightly more well-known than it used to be. Galaxy hop, huge craft beer hop right now. So you pick that up going, oh my god, what's this going to be? What's this going to be? And it was, it kind of had the flavors, but they were kind of a letdown too. The Sapphire was just like the Hallerteuer. It was pretty much just exactly what it should be, and very boring. So, I mean, 2 of them were spot on. 2 of them were dumbed down for the masses. And I guess, you know, then they went, hey, you know what? Let's take a hop that people aren't going to know. I actually did a questionnaire with a bunch of my homebrewing friends and a bunch of different people in the industry, and a lot of people have never heard of or tasted this hop. So some for both, some one, some the other. So it's an interesting little concept. So let's just get into this. I've talked too much now. Bang. 3 of these cans were $8.10, I do believe it was. $8.10. So not a great price, but not horrible either. 3 cans of beer for under $9. That's good, especially when you're looking at it as a macro company that usually will cost a little bit more, like when it's their premium macro brands. Yeah. So, wow, that's a nice brassy color. Look at that. Ooh, almost like melted caramel. Beautiful bright white head. It's a nice looking beer. Woo! I've smelt this in other things before. I'm not going to say it's this exact hop, but there's a lot of mixtures of hops in it that must smell like this. It kind of almost has a Sriracha Ace smell. It's very lemony, more like the skin, like the like your hands after you've been cutting lemons a lot, or you've been handling lemons a lot. When you get that lemon oil in your skin, and you're like, ooh, look at that. Yeah, a lot like that. It says it's supposed to be peppery, and there is a slight scent in there that could be pepper. Oh yeah, more like a white pepper. So lemon and white pepper. You know why I think I've smelt this before? Because it smells a lot like just Belgian beers in general. I know it's a Slovenian hop, but it smells a lot like that peppery scent mixed with the lemon scent make it smell kind of like a saison or a Belgian wit, you know, with the coriander and all that stuff, because it's kind of peppery. Yeah, out of the can, the can kind of has that scent that the Ontario Pale Ale give off, that slightly lemony, slightly slightly bready scent, and the glass kind of gives off that just Belgian-esque scent. Yeah, it doesn't smell bad. It looks good. So the last question is, how does it taste? So let's try the Alexander Keith's Celeia hop. Cheers, boys and squirrels. That's good. This is the best one of them all. Of the 5 of them they've made, this is the best one they've done. And again, it's a hop I've never even heard of. It's a hop that's out of left field for me. And this is really good. And we all know I like to make fun of the company and this and that, but no, this is a really well-made beer. That peppery flavor is there. It's right in the finish. It's white pepper. It just takes over the back of your throat, dries it out, makes the beer moreish, makes you want to have more. You get a sweet slash tart lemon flavor. You get like a sweet lemon juice mixed with lemon oil from zest from the skin, and then you get that pepperiness. All in all, this actually is a very nice beer. It's the first one. This hop is giving off like 3 different flavors, where most of these hops have been fairly subdued and fairly dumbed down. This one isn't dumbed down. This one is in the same boat as the Hallerteuer and the... Well, I don't know if it's dumbed down or not, because I've never actually had the hop on its own in anything that I can think of. But it doesn't feel like it's toned down, because it's just popping with flavor. It's beating you in the... Well, it's beating me with flavor. So I would put this more in the same boat as the Hallerteuer and the Safer, which were both spot on for what the hop should have tasted like. It was giving you a lot of hop flavor. They were just boring hops, so there wasn't only so much you could do. Where the other two, you got the hop flavor, but they were dumbed down. I mean, this might be in the same boat as them, but if it is, then I want more of these hops used in more things, because if this is the dumbed down version, if this is like the Alexander Keith's Cascade or Galaxy, this hop needs to be used all the time. If this is more like the Hallerteuer or the Safer, where this is actually showcasing the hop almost perfectly, then I still want more of this hop out there, because it's kind of mixing Sriracha Ace and English hops at the same time, because that pepperiness gives almost that dirty backbone. Yep. Medium bodied. Easy to drink. Beautiful taste. Sweet and tart lemon. White pepper making the back of your throat dry out, giving off an almost earthy sensation. Nice beer, nice beer. The only drawback this beer has is the malt bill on it does mix with that lemon to make a strange candy-like sweetness right at the beginning, which actually makes me think more and more of Belgian beers with each sip. Yeah, I'm drinking this and I'm thinking I'm in Belgium. Well, I'm drinking Belgian beers. I'm doing Belgium on the Beers of the World at Bugsy's, because it's there. It just reminds me of Belgian beers. And the only Slovenian beers I've had didn't have a flavor like this, which makes me sad. Out of 10 on this, you know what? Price is right, visual appeal is right, scent is good, taste is surprisingly good. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I was gonna give it. I was tossing between going lower and going higher, and the different reasons to do either. But I think going right in the middle of where I was thinking of putting them, it is the best way to do it. It's a good, solid beer. It shows off this hop really well. It's easy to drink. I could drink a bunch of them in a night. Yeah, I really like this. 8.5 out of 10 for Alexander Keith's Celeia Hop Ale. Bye, guys.